Quiet.
Drivers ready. Down and quiet.
And we're off and running. Pavidis leading us out early on. Nice and tight off that front straightaway.
And a great start as second stacked up everyone behind him. That's exactly the kind of first turn that Pavidis could have asked for.
Absolutely.
Sort of what we saw in the e-buggy class. He just got out front, put his head down and took off. And Ronda Drake running into a car that had spun out right in front of her actually helped him get going again. That was Shane Kelly. Oh, dead sailor over that last triple, but somehow landed it.
So Pavidis leading out. Givens, Deschenes. Looks like Ronda Drake up there as well. Down the back straightaway is Ryan Pavidis. This is a 20-minute B main event. Coming at you through that double section associated vehicle of Pavidis.
Yeah.
And Proline tires, new for this year.
OS engines, of course.
Absolutely.
Spinning out there, heading into the double off-camber corners. And Brian Givens with a run through the double step-ups.
That's right. The top two cars starting to do a breakaway. Third getting it hung up on a tube. That's going to move Shane Kelly and Ronda Drake up into third and fourth. Pavidis off the drop down. I'm sure Papa Pavidis is watching somewhere.
Yeah, although he hasn't been active in the chat room.
Yeah, maybe he'll chime in and say, hey.
Well, he had been saying good luck, Rye, before every race. And
right.
I didn't see him do it last night before the e-buggy main, and then Brian killed everybody, so.
He might be out on a bike ride.
That too. Or just on radio silence.
Exactly. Leading out, though, is going to be Ryan Pavidis. Got a huge lead. There's second just coming into camera shot right there. That was Givens. Then Eric Deschenes, Ronda Drake. Eric Deschenes moving up into the top three with Ronda Drake knocking on his back door. So Drake looking for a way around. That's your third and fourth. Coming down the drop down right now. Drake getting it sideways.
Pavidis, Givens, Deschenes, Drake, and Kelly, top five. Pavidis running away with this one so far. Givens, Deschenes, Drake, Kelly, Monty Houston, Paul Somarriba, Kason Russell, all pretty close together for those last two transfer spots.
Ryan Pavidis, a huge lead out for him, looking at almost an 8-second gap. A 5.3 back to Brian Givens.
Mark's in the chat room. He says, go Rye.
There we go.
Yeah.
I knew I'd call him out sooner or later.
There he is.
Got to keep it down for the old guys there, Mark.
I think Ryan's a good indication that the younger generation is going to start catching up.
Yeah. So it's Pavidis leading out. Looks like Givens in the 3 spot.
Is that Ronda Drake?
Looks like Ronda may have moved up into the top 3. We'll see when they come by this time around, but I think Ronda may have moved up into that top 3 spot. Maybe even the top 2.
Ooh.
Because looks like Givens getting it sideways.
Yeah. I guess that, so it was Deschenes that crashed
Deschenes
out of the way.
crashed. So Drake going to move up into the top 3.
And she just got by Givens there, so, and I think Givens spun out, so that's.
Now the Givens is right there going through the U-turn or the Bermuda Triangle of Death.
Yeah, there we go.
So it's
the Bermuda Triangle of Death.
That's right. Givens down the back straightaway, Drake down the back straightaway, Ryan Pavidis should be entering into the mogul section right about now. And he is. He is over the triple. There is Givens. Then Drake got a rear mirror full of Deschenes.
Drake landed up on the left front tire heading into the washboard section and just ripped on it. And luckily the car settled down instead of bouncing around left and right.
So Drake nice and clean over the triple section. Deschenes getting it wrong. That's going to move Somarriba around the outside into the top 4. So Ryan Pavidis leading out. Brian Givens in the 2. Ronda Drake in the 3. Looks like Somarriba in the 4. So there is Pavidis right there getting ready to come by the start-finish line right now.
Somebody tumbled out of the way.
And there is Givens.
I think that was a lap car.
And then Drake in the top 3. Givens hooks up a pipe. So Drake going to get a little bit closer. Top 3 will be bumping into that A-main event.
Oh, it was Deschenes that I saw crash as Paul Somarriba has moved into the 4th spot. He's nearly 4 seconds behind, but Drake making a mistake is going to cost her some time. Pretty sure that's Somarriba right behind her. Yep, in a white and blue.
That is correct.
So the battle for the final transfer position down the back straightaway. Ronda a little out of shape at the end of the straightaway, but then Somarriba blew past the corner and into the parking lot.
Came in a wee bit hot. Too close for missiles, switching to guns.
Yeah.
So,
well, but then he slid back out into missile range.
That's right. Whoa, that was kind of cool.
Yeah. Got a light show going on here.
Yeah. Need my glow stick. So Pavidis still leading out. Givens in the 2, Drake in the 3, Somarriba and Deschenes. So there's Drake off the drop down, Somarriba off the drop down, and Deschenes off the drop down.
Oh,
almost found the chain on that one.
Yeah, I think that might have been Beck that almost went into the post, holding up the bridge. Beck with the
Deschenes again, I think.
Was that? I thought it was the two-face body.
It might be.
Yeah. Either way, it was someone tumbling, and Drake with a gap heading to the finish line here. New personal best for Drake. Makes her actually the fastest car in the top 5 last lap. 4.2 seconds behind Brian Givens, but 2.8 seconds up on Somarriba. And Paul Somarriba has got company from Brian Beck that may start to take up his attention.
There's Drake off the end of the straightaway. Somarriba right behind her. Coming into the mogul section right now. Drake around the outside. Somarriba around the outside over that back triple. Both drivers landing it nice and clean. Over the roller. Into the tabletop step up. And here comes Drake in for fuel. She going to get out before Somarriba? Does not. So that's going to drop Drake down to the 5 spot possibly. But she did come in for fuel, so she should be good for right now.
It should be Brian Beck. That is the two-face body. So yep. Drake probably in the 5th spot, at least at the moment.
So not sure who that is. It looks like Marcus Garrett.
Drake over the double into the washboard section. Going a little wide there in the following 180 before the backside triple.
Let's see what we got coming around this time around. Got people coming in for fuel and pits. That's going to move Drake into the top 5. Everybody coming in for fuel. There's Lime. Muscling his way past somebody. Looked like they're getting ready to call Pavidis in for his fuel stop here. Next time around, you can see Lime right there with the fuel gun. Oh, look at that. Pit guy loosening up, getting the arm ready.
Camden Lime ready with the fuel bottle, starting to get that
rotator cuff going. Look at him, look at him. 1001.
Right.
Grr!
Here we go with a fuel bottle.
With a fuel bottle, no less, and Pavidis is down and out.
Nice.
9.4 out of Pavidis on that pit stop.
I like how he gives the kid a fist bump on the shoulder. Yeah.
Camden Lime. Dude, why didn't you go? You're supposed to be fast from that. What's wrong, old man? Come on.
Right.
You know, when you're doing it, you're supposed to squeeze the bottle. Come on, I know this.
He just
walk
off.
Away. Dude, I'm not taking it from you.
All right,
away.
kid.
So Pavidis still leading out. Givens in the 2. Ronda Drake back up into the top 3. That was Pavidis going for a rough and tumble. No, that was a back marker.
So now that everything's pretty much settled out, we were talking about news regarding Joseph Quagrain. Following some rumors that may have started flying around social media in the last couple hours. He was disqualified from the remainder of the Dirt Nitro Challenge. He is allowed to stay and help out his team, but he is not competing in the rest of the day, including his Pro Buggy B main. And so, without editorializing or injecting any opinion, this is what he posted on Facebook, word for word. I'm just going to read it. He said, it was posted 17 minutes ago. or now 23 minutes ago. So, yeah, just before 4 o'clock local time. He said, let's confirm the rumors. I was disqualified from the DNC for being an asshole. I would like to apologize to all JQ Racing supporters out there for making us all look bad. I'm sorry I won't be able to be out there battling. I put stickers up after being told not to. I write negative blogs about DNC. And I turned off Ben Sterling's radio after a lapping incident in the truck meet. Sorry, Ben, but that friendly fire was unacceptable. Facepalm emoji. I made my own bed and now I have to lay in it. I probably don't need to tell you that there will be some blogs and podcasts ahead explaining everything. Captain Club Race 1, JQ0. Apologies to Joey the Dirt for adding unwanted stress to his life. I know how that feels. I do it to myself on the daily. Maybe this is a wake-up call, the wake-up call I need. Now let's see what Max can do in the expert main. Hashtag JQ Takeover was just too extreme. Tone it down. Go big or go home. I did both. So, we'll let that marinate for a bit and focus back on the expert buggy B main, and maybe we'll talk about it in 15 minutes.
So back up front, it's still going to be Ryan Pavidis. Brian Givens in that 2. Ronda Drake in the 3. So, yeah, following the comments on Facebook, feel free to hop back into our LiveRC chat rooms. Weigh your opinions, whether they be good, bad, or indifferent. Ryan Pavidis still leading out. Brian Givens in the 2. Ronda Drake in the 3. So again, never an RC car race without some kind of drama to be unfolded, whether it be racing incidences or off-track incidences or just general banter in general. Kind of what we've come to expect here at any big race, whether it be good, bad, or different. But, kudos to everyone involved. It sounds like they handled it in a professional and adult manner. So hats off to Joey the Dirt, JQ, for making his post that he felt he needed to do. It's always the right thing to do. But back up front, we got our expert B-main event leading out right now. Still going to be Ryan Pavidis, the boy wonder. Off that drop down right now. I know Mark is watching at home going, dude, just go. Run, run, run. Ryan's up there going, I got this in the bag, Dad. I got E-Buggy. Look at me. I'm styling and profiling over that back jump. He goes through the mogul section. Calm and collected. Associated Vehicle Pro Line shod rubber. Over that floater roller. Now Pavidis back in for looks like a splash of fuel, and he is out to finish out his last 6.5 minutes of your expert B main. He had a 13, almost a 15-second gap over Brian Givens. Ronda Drake still sitting in the top 3. Paul Somarriba in the 4. Then it's Brian Beck, John Gaines, Tony Bacon, Monty Houston, Marcus Garrett, Shane Simmons, Eric Deschenes, Kason Russell, Jay Smoker, Shane Kelly, and Juan Jose Serna. Your top 15. So Ryan Pavidis coming in front of timing and scoring right about now. Getting a little sideways coming into the tabletop. We're going to be taking a look at our ProTech RC pit lane cam. Pavidis right now leading bell to bell here in your expert B main. Upside down in no man's land up against a hay bale. Luckily there's a guy right there to marshal him. Thank you to the outsider looking in. With 15 minutes in, 1 on to go. Now looks like Pavidis upside down on the back straightaway, gets collected by another car. And another car after that. Didn't see what happened entering out of the bottom of the hill. Pavidis getting used like a wet nap on a chicken wing Saturday afternoon. Okay, you can laugh at that over there. Got a million of them.
Get it, Tyler, because he's actually a dad. So Pavidis, Givens, Drake, Somarriba, and Houston. Pavidis with enough of a cushion to be able to survive something like that.
Got a 7-second gap now, so Pavidis just making laps even after that rough last lap. Just got to work his way around the track. He's got 4.5 minutes left on the master clock. Givens in the 2, Drake in the 3. She's 1.1 back off the back door of Givens. Pavidis through that center section of the track, entering into the moguls right about now. Pit lane cam live from ProTech RC. Hamden Line looking on intently. So your battle for second and third, Drake and Givens. Just
First up there, and that was sketch. Somarriba with a little bit of a mistake has it was Givens that dropped back.
So now it's Somarriba in the top 3.
Yep.
Race 55 on the track, 56. Getting ever so slightly closer to 62. Gonna be up soon. Brian Pavidis still leading out, large and in charge. Best lap out of Pavidis, 40.6. Back on lap number 7.
Just totally in control, nice and easy. No problems for Ryan out front.
Literally on a Sunday drive.
Oh.
Drake coming up short on that last triple.
Just keeps getting lucky bounces. There have been several jumps that she's come up short, and the car just pops straight up and down and takes off.
Somebody off the track. So Drake still sitting in that 2 position. Pavidis just now clicking by another lap. Drake coming by the start-finish line right about now. She's got 2 minutes left on the clock. Third is going to be Paul Somarriba. So Drake in front of the driver's stand, double, single on that back one.
It was a much better idea because she jumped way too far off the first triple, yeah.
So Givens, good 4.5 seconds back off the back door of Somarriba. He's going to have to do a late charge to gain back up into that top 3 bump position. Shot of Roman Castellum right there, hanging out, catching a tan. There's Drake through the moguls.
Yep, Somarriba not that far back, but the battle that does matter is Somarriba and Givens. And that's about an equal distance. 4.2 seconds at the line last time by for Somarriba. Uh-oh, Paul Somarriba off the track.
Oh, man down. And Somarriba is dead. Oh, heartbreak for Somarriba.
Yeah, bummer. Dropping out of this one, that's going to allow Brian Givens up into the 3rd spot, and it's a long way back to Brian Beck in now 4th. So,
with less than 50 seconds to go, Somarriba going to be dropping like a Jenga game in an earthquake.
I was joking on qualifying day, Brian Givens, Brian taketh away. Brian taketh away one of the bump-up spots.
Oh, Drake having to check up in that triple section. Coming up on the back door of a lapper. Gonna throw it in regardless. So Drake sitting in the 2 spot. Givens in the 3, Beck in the 4, Houston, Garrett, Bacon, Gaines, Somarriba, Deschenes, Simmons, Kelly, Russell, and Serna.
5 seconds. Looks like Pavidis going to get by for a victory lap.
And looks like Pavidis going to go by for a white flag victory lap. And he does.
Yep.
So Ryan Pavidis
Locked into the main.
locked into that A main. Bell to bell win for that youngster. Great run out of Rye. He's off the beaten path, but that's okay.
Yep, Ronda Drake and Brian Gibbons both done, so they go into the expert buggy A main. Like Pavidis backing into the berm there in the bowl turn. Around the off-camera corners and to the step-ups.
And that is going to do it for the youngster.
Brilliant driving for Ryan Pavidis. Not questioned all race long, finishing with a comfortable 12.1 second lead. Didn't push the whole race and, try to win by a minute and a half. Just did what he needed to do to stay out front. Wasn't challenged, didn't push it. And he gets a chance to race for another expert class victory coming up later tonight in the 2018 Dirt Nitro Challenge. Our coverage this week brought to you by A-Main Hobbies and ProTech RC.